Well, howdy, everybody. Teresa here with,
Brady.
and the critters, of course. I believe, yeah, Charlie is behind Brad's chair. It's kind of his little oasis he loves to be. And then Nixie is laying in front of Brad's chair, in between our two chairs, basically. So, and the cat is right over here on her little cat bed, grooming herself.
Kitty hammock.
With leg up over the head and yeah. So I'm sorry. I want to tell everybody that we are okay. I know I haven't made a video in a good bit. I've been going through kind of a depression. Well, not kind of. I have. And sometimes I just have to take a step away and kind of, with Brad's help, heal and recenter myself, because we all know that life can be hard at times. And I'm one of those people that, sometimes stuff gets to me. I'll admit that. I just, you know, Mother's Day is very hard on me. I don't feel like a mother anymore, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But Brad had wound care Monday. His toe is getting much better. He doesn't have a cast on any longer. Just a simple dressing. And he doesn't have to go back for 2 weeks. Now, next Monday, we are going to his new orthopedist appointment. So please say prayers that this doctor, who's a specialist in spines, can help Brad, because everybody is looking at his x rays and going, what they classically say is a shit spine, because it has so many herniated discs. Part of it is fusing together, spinal stenosis, um, some other kind of arthritis. I mean, it's just kind of like a train wreck in there. I think they're kind of surprised he can even still walk. Um, you know, and they're like, can't help you. We're going to have to send you to a specialist. So that's where we're at. But I know we will find some help for him. Um, Brad's been, see, he needs to get the exercise in, because sometimes even the walking and stuff makes his back feel a little better. But then the wound care doctor said stay off the toe. So, and we're still trying to unpack and stuff, so we just kind of make the best of it. We took yesterday off. Today is May 13th, 2021. It is Thursday afternoon or almost afternoon. It's 11:56 a.m. But we took yesterday off. I had to take my full dose of water pills because I was so swollen and stuff. I had both legs leaking, and so I never even made it out of the bedroom. And we just kind of convalesced in there, and we watched a movie. I don't remember what it was called. Do you?
Was it Breakout or Outbreak or?
No. It was a good one. It was about this family that was relocating to South Asia, and then all kinds of crap started happening, kind of a all-out war. So it was a very good movie. And then we watched a couple episodes of Criminal Minds. We watched a lot of police chases and police standoffs, and you know, oh, the other night we were so dang mad. Okay, we're watching this police chase, and it comes where it becomes a standoff. An hour and 44 minutes, right? Then all of a sudden, this news helicopter breaks away because they got to get fuel. They never showed the end of it. We never knew what happened. It's like, oh, we were not happy campers.
We wanted to use bad words.
Yeah, well, I did use bad words, because you're emotionally invested. I could have watched the movie in the amount of time it took. And I mean, a lot, there were large spaces of times where the newscaster never said a word. And we wondered if he just fell asleep or what was going on. But I mean, we're being patient and stuff, because I'm like, we're gonna, see the conclusion of this. No.
No conclusion.
No. So, not sure what we're doing today, if we're hanging curtains or not. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're
We
doing.
don't know what we're doing.
Do you have everything out to hang the curtain rods or no?
It won't take me much to get it out.
Okay, yeah. I would like to have the curtain rods hung. It would be nice to hang some curtains.
We can do that.
I'm gonna have to sew together. I want to sew together it's just sheer panels out here. I want to sew together though the very top so they won't separate. You know how if you always seems like if you have two panels and if you want to draw them, with hooks or anything, and they're always going to separate, and you're always kind of fighting, with either your hands or maybe a grabber or something to get those together. So I'm just gonna put a stitch in there, it'll be invisible so they'll stay nice. I don't know where my sheer toppings are that I was gonna use, but I'll eventually find those. In our bedroom, we're just doing. I have a dark red, heavier panels. And so we're just gonna do that on there. Because I don't want to have to, you know, bedroom, you want more privacy. Definitely want more privacy. Out here, the reason I picked these chairs is because it'll still let a lot of light in. We have a lot of plants growing out here and stuff. Um, Maybe you could start that pampas grass today too. You
Yeah.
need to get that going if we're going to
Yeah.
plant it.
Yeah, I do want to get that going.
Yeah. So, yeah. The other day we were out. I was planting more strawberries, and Brad did the asparagus, and what was I planting? I guess that was all I was planting the other day. But my some of my strawberry plants are doing really great.
Yeah.
And then we put the mini petunias in the wagons, and that really made those wagons look nice. Everything is doing great. The tomatoes and the peppers outside are doing fabulous. So couldn't be more happy about that. We have 20 peonies bulbs we need to plant. Maybe that's what we need to get those planted.
Yeah, and we
soon.
got those pots right there in that box.
Right, and then I have these little pots that I'm going to do the lavender seeds in. I want to grow a bunch of lavender, and then I want to be able to cut it this fall and dry it in bunches in the house. That would be so nice. Maybe get that, and then maybe go like to Hobby Lobby. I like to use their coupon, their 40% off coupon, and buy some eucalyptus. And Charlie, what are you doing?
He sounds so pathetic.
You sound so sad. You hear him whining at the door? No. Oh, here we go. Why are you barking? Come here. Charlie, come. Charlie, can you get him to stop? Charlie! He doesn't even know why he's barking. See? Brad using the squirt bottle. Sometimes you're looking, Charlie says his whole head will be wet because he wouldn't quit barking, and then he's like, he is.
Well, remember the other day? I don't remember what he was barking about. Oh, there was nothing there.
Yeah.
And he was
It
raising
was like, we'll have him outside, and he's barking, and so I'll pick up the water hose. We've got the sprayer on it, and I'll spray his direction. Sometimes he just doused, and he just, but the thing is, he doesn't hate water either, so, he knows that if he gets, like, inside, if we use a squirt bottle, a lot of times we even pick it up, he'll just shut up, because he knows. Right, Charlie? Charlie, are you going to be good now? Come here. What? Oh, poor Charlie. Poor Charlie. I know. He was so happy this morning. I know. Oh my goodness. And we were in the bedroom all day yesterday. They didn't get any teas. Which treats. I can't say that very loud because then they'll be yeah. But back to what we were talking about, besides all the plants and stuff, which make us happy, is I've been going through a depression. Mother's Day was very hard. I don't have a real relationship with my daughters, and so I did not hear from them at all, and that's always very painful. Not even a simple text or anything. And when I say I don't feel like a mother, I liken it to this analogy. If you get divorced from somebody, you no longer feel like their spouse. You don't feel like their wife. Well, if you don't have a relationship with your adult children, you don't feel like your mother any longer. That's kind of like that was my old life, and they've chosen to take that away and not even acknowledge that I still breathe. And honestly, Brad and I cannot figure out what we have done that was so wrong that to warrant that kind of. Yeah. I know people that have been in prison, have had drug and alcohol addictions that greatly affected their children, and have done many other things that are treated much nicer than I am. And the simple thing is we won't put up with the abuse. And, it's just the way it is. So then you're left with, because I always wanted, that was my big focal point, all while they were growing up and stuff, is I loved being a mother. I loved everything about it, for the most part. And we were there when both of them got pregnant. Well, we weren't there when they got pregnant.
Thank you for clarifying.
But we were there for them through their pregnancies. We actually had them on our insurance, so that was even paid for. All the medical stuff. Our oldest daughter had numerous surgeries while she was pregnant, putting stents in, because she was having so many kidney stones and stuff. And but we've been there. We were there when when our grandchildren were born, except for our one grandson because they were in Spokane. But we were there. We helped every way we could. Like I said, no, we weren't perfect parents, but I'll tell you what, we were a lot better than what we grew up with. I'm going to just say that out loud. We were so much better. So it's sad what's happened, and I don't understand it, and I guess I just never will, be told why, or there'll never be any kind of resolution. Right now, I think the only thing that would ever help is if they ever wanted to establish real relationships with us and not these big blowout, doing the same thing we were doing 15 years ago. And it's been that long, honey. Over that, it's been over that. Isn't that something? It's been about almost 17 years of this, especially with our youngest daughter. But our oldest daughter has been very abusive too. Is if they wanted to do counseling with us, and we'd have like a mediator. But that's their choice, and there's nothing we can do about it. And I have cried 1,000 tears. Brad will tell you that, because I loved family and stuff. And then you think, okay, so I'm 56. I'll be 57 this summer. That part of my life I feel like is really over. So what now? And that's where you come to, because you feel like you're an invisible person. Everything that you envisioned your life would be isn't, And I know a lot of us are all the same way on that. So what now? And that's what it's been. It's been what now? And being that with this pandemic going on, most of the things that I would go to that identify me are closed. Like any of the local artist groups that would get together. Usually you'll have a group of artists that there'll be different contests going on at different art museums where you submit work. Or you go to see that they're having, like, the art museum is having a new artist, and so you want to go and see their artwork. Or a lot of times there'll be artist groups that will meet every so often and even bring what you're working on, or that you it's something that you'll just work on there. Or you'll join and help with the local theater doing backdrops or doing makeup or doing seamstress work. All of that's really shut down still in this area. I'm hoping that maybe in June there's rumblings that they're going to open stuff back up. Also, there's no festivals going on. Most of the fairs and stuff are all closed down, and have been for years. So it's really hard to get out and meet people in our age range or people that would have the same kind of interest. My interests really lie with um, arts and crafts. Yes, I'm a big one for arts and crafts. I also do enjoy a lot of the fossils, rocks, gems, um, petrified wood, all that kind of stuff. Brad is, I would call, a rock hound. He definitely wants to get out. We're determined that Brad's going to be able to recover some uh, mobility. He's been working harder on even being able to walk with just one cane. He can do that in the house for short uh, distances, but he's getting stronger. He's really been working hard on it. Um, Senior, which is his biological father, but we call him Senior, sent him this beautiful box of these petrified woods. And he's come out of an area called the Blue Forest in Wyoming, which is down by
Green River.
Green River. And uh, they are some gorgeous. You can't put your footrest down right now because of the dog. Where's that black one?
It's right.
Come on, Nixie. I want to show you this one piece. And this did not come out of Wyoming.
This came out of
Nevada.
It was either Nevada or Arizona.
This came out of either Nevada or Arizona. Look at this, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? That is wood. Now, Brad, tell the story on what Senior told you about this piece.
It's a piece of petrified wood, and they found some petrified logs that I think he said that they were 2 to 3 feet in diameter, and they were 4 to 5 feet long, and this was inside of it. And he couldn't. He said you didn't have to use a hammer or anything. You could just lift them right
Yeah,
on out.
isn't that something?
And he has not found a name for it.
Yeah.
For a specific type of rock it is, or a specific type of petrified
But
wood.
yeah, all those crystals and stuff on it, isn't that something? Mm-hmm. So his Senior sent him this box of, I think, about 5 different samples, and he polished the end of some of these, and they're just beautiful. Now, when Brad's gonna go out to, he's going to fly into Phoenix. That's where his brother lives. Then they're going to drive together to California, and he's gonna get to meet Senior, and Senior has all kinds of plans for Brad. He wants to take Brad out to his workshop because he's really loving it that Brad is so into rocks and rock tumbling and all of this. And so he wants to show Brad a lot of different things. He's so excited to meet Brad. And as they call him, the Brad. It's not the Brad, is it? Yes, it's the Brad. It's like, you know, you almost feel like a celebrity, don't you?
I
There,
know, yeah.
and I guess there's going to be even more family coming for. It's going to be seniors. How old is he going to be? 83.
Third birthday.
Yeah, and so there's going to be some. Excuse me. Holy moly! Wow, that snuck out.
That was hot.
There's going to be some other family members there, and so yeah, they're all eager to meet Brad and spend time and everything. So I think the whole trip's going to take 5-6 days, in its entirety, and that's good amount of that's kind of a perfect length. His brother's already been working on itineraries, and everybody's so excited. Brad called Senior the other day when we got this box of different uh, petrified woods and stuff, and you guys talked for quite a while. Had a good old talk again.
Yeah.
That's getting easier and easier, and uh, yeah. So that's going really well. Like I said, where do I go from here? Well, I'm just I say I was an individual in my younger life that really had my heart on my sleeve, and I would get my feelings hurt very easily, and I still do. But now I'm just an angry old woman. I'm just not going to put up with it anymore. Just not going to put up with the abuse. Family should be a place where you can trust that you're loved and accepted. Not the case with our families. Not the case at all. You know, it's like families where you need to have your guard up the highest, and that's not how it should be.
No.
But as you age, you realize too that so many of the people that you really got the love and acceptance from are gone. They have passed away. So as we become the older ones, but I'm just not going to put up with it. I'm not going to be mean to anybody, but I'm not going to, just brush it. I've always just put up with, like, my youngest daughter doing very abusive things and saying very abusive things to me, and then she wouldn't be around for a few years, and then she'd come back around, and we act like bygones are bygones. Let's just start over, and then she'll do the same thing, and it's like, okay, you're getting a little old for these basic temper tantrums, and I'm just not gonna do it anymore. So I'm just going to concentrate on my art and on my crafts and spending time with Brad. And, every night we watch Criminal Minds. We're loving that show. And then we watch we're weirdos. We watch police crashes, police chases, body cams, dash cams. Sometimes we watch pranks, uh, you know. But right now I'm doing a painting kind of just tree and limbs and stuff on our wall by our front door. I had used double stick tape to put some decorations when we first moved in, not realizing these walls are kind of almost a paper type over. You know how mobile homes used to have that classic dark paneling. Well, the newer homes don't, but it's kind of almost, it looks like almost a fabric covering, but it's more like a paper covering instead of your normal paint. So when I took the double stick tape off, it took, yeah. So I decided, well, instead of having these white blotches, I'm just gonna paint, limbs, and you guys know I love trees, and so I'm gonna do that kind of thing. And then I've got that saying that I bought that I'm gonna put on the wall there too. It's gonna look nice, but I've got the painting halfway done, so I'm gonna work on that some more today. I did finish that great big picture of Brad and I, and uh, I'll show it to you guys. Brad's gonna make some frames for it. I've got a few other pieces I'm doing. I'm gonna start a piece probably about that size of his grandmother next. There it is. Okay, this is how it turned out when I got it done. And that was taken from a photo of us when we first got to Florida on the beach. So yeah, I love it. It's really nice and big. I felt like I did something really kind of awesome. I mean, because it is big and it is looks very nice, right, honey?
Yes.
And so
it ended up a lot nicer than I thought it was.
yeah, and it took a while to do. It's a big piece, but yeah, it turned out nicer than I thought it would. The next piece I already have pulled, like I said, be a Brad's grandmother. Uh, I can get it out. Come here. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. So this is not quite as big.
No.
So this is his grandmother. These are on Amazon, and if you do diamond paintings, you'll see make your own um uh picture, make use your own picture, and that's all you do. And like I said, that one isn't quite as big, which is good because we were talking about that this morning. I didn't want to do where all of them were giant because I want to do some of different pets. I have one of Missy that they've converted over. I have one of Brad's mom, and then here grandma, and I want to do some of our other pets. And then of course Brad, when he goes to California, I would like him. I asked him to get a picture of him and his two siblings and Senior. I would like to get that all, a picture. Or if you want to do a picture of you and Senior.
I think all four of us.
Okay. Well, maybe could you maybe do a both, and then we could pick. And then I'm sure you're gonna probably want bigger family pictures of,
Yeah.
And I almost did one. You had one of when Francis Nkunja, which is his wife's name, she is from what part of Vietnam?
Seoul, South Korea.
South Korea. Not Vietnam. South Korea. And then she moved over here. She became a U.S. citizen. I remember when they were so happy about that. And super nice gal. Super, super nice gal. Love her to pieces, too. She won't be going on this trip. But there was one when they came to Wyoming, and it was like all of your family, just about, Yeah. But I thought that might be kind of hard to convert over and have it be real sharp because were just so many people in that picture.
Yeah.
So, but we've got some other ones, some of our pets that have passed on, and some of our living pets and stuff. I'd like to do of them too. Sadly, I don't have any photos really of me and family members on my side, and Brad has tried to contact different people and gotten no response, and so I won't be getting any pictures. I guess that's just the way it is. Again, not told why, have no clue why. That I have just been treated like I'm an invisible person. Uh, if I'm going to be the black sheep of the family, could you at least tell me why? But anyway, it is what it is. I'm done sitting there crying about all this and feeling so crappy about myself. I'm a really nice person.
You are.
I do have my, what would you say, my quirks.
Idiosyncrasy.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm an artist. We're supposed to be kind of weird, right? So, and I know a lot of you guys have been messaging me, and thank you so much. That really does mean a lot. You guys are like, hey, are you okay? You're not seeing any videos. They're not really saying anything on any social media. And I really, really do appreciate that. It means a lot to me. But yeah, we're doing okay. I'm doing better, I think.
Yes, you are.
A lot of crying, a lot of just kind of losing my shit too. I mean, uh, but I think I'm getting stronger. I think I'm getting better. Um, with Brad's help and stuff, because I can't imagine not having you to talk to. It's really hard for me to talk to people. My trust factor is just so low that, a lot of times I'm afraid to even talk, even try to make friends and stuff. And then I have all of you guys, which I'm just blown away that you guys love and care about me and Brad. And that just does mean so much to both of us. Um, I'm just going to be concentrating on my artwork, on my crafts, hoping to meet some like-minded women, in the future that we could hang out and do stuff. I'd love to meet somebody local that crochets that could sit and just work with me some on that. And I think if everything gets to open back up, that will happen. And Brad will be able to meet some like-minded men that want to go fishing, and especially, they have to understand whenever you're making friends that we're disabled, and so there's certain things that we can and can't do, and stuff. So I've been purposely not going into town very much too, because I kind of felt like I was buying too much stuff. And it's easy when you have half of your stuff still packed to just buy replacements. Well, then you're going to have double everything which you don't need to have. It costs a lot of money. We're trying to work on saving money. Um, you know. Now, for my hair, what I decided to do is I'm just going to let it keep growing out until it does get long enough that I can just chop it off. And that way, then I won't have to. I don't want to color it anymore. I just want to let it go natural. It's natural white gray and just call it good. So that's what I'm going to do on that. I'm not one that likes to have to do a lot of maintenance to my hair. I used to do that years ago. I would have it colored red. I even then decided I was going to start going to a beauty salon and having them do it. Well, they really jacked up my hair. Well, then I ended up having to chop it all off. The last place was, and Brad had set this up prior, had talked to the owner who was supposed to be doing my hair, had already prepaid for it to be done. And I got in with a stylist who hadn't been there very long. And, she was doing multiple procedures at once on my hair. I even questioned that because I used to be a cosmetologist. Um, and she really fried my hair, really fried it. And the color didn't take very well. I don't know if she thought she was using a permanent and she used a semi, but yeah. So I just want to let it go gray. I'm not going to dye it anymore, and I want to grow it out. So, you know, I want to have the longer hair. Longer hair, like the Brad. His hair's about down to the middle of his back now. So, got anything to say?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
This is something I've been wanting to tell people about, but I keep forgetting. Is one of the things as we get older, the ground becomes so much farther away if you have to get down off of it, and not so much that, but it's getting up off the ground. And we have a tendency to lose stuff under the bed. And and trying to flop on the ground and look under the bed, it gets to be a challenge. So one of the things that we thought about is take our cell phone and turn on the video camera, and then turn on the flash so it stays on. And what we'll do is we'll hold the video camera pointed under the bed, start at one end of the bed, do a sweep over to the other end, and then do a sweep back, and then we look at the video, and we've been able to find most of the stuff we ever lose under the bed.
Yep.
And then we'll take either a broom or we'll use a cane or something to scoop it out. But that's the easiest way that I've found for us to see what's under the
Yeah.
bed and go from there.
I think you already told him that a couple videos ago, but
Okay.
I don't know if it's one I uploaded or not. I do videos all the time, and I just don't upload them. I did one couple days ago, and I just didn't upload it. Then I decided I couldn't remember all of what I talked about, so I might as well just make a new one. Yesterday, speaking of being on the floor, yesterday I decided that, see, I haven't been able to find these glasses for a couple weeks. So I decided to get on the floor and ask Brad if I could use his phone, for the flashlight part. And then dig out, because, like, our muscle rub was under there, my Vicks, there was cold medicines under there. I don't know what else.
It was a Charlie.
There was a Charlie. Then I still couldn't find my glasses. Then finally I pull out the top of the mattress and I'm looking down. Because Brad and I were talking about it. And I'm like, well, I haven't looked at the very, top of my mattress, and maybe it slid down. And it is slid down between the wall and a set of shelves. These glasses. So finally found them. It was bugging me. Yeah. Oh, and the tape. I needed the big, it's wide roll of medical tape, and I needed it because I'm always doing his toe. So I discovered the best way to keep a bandage on Mr. Heidi is to adhere the tape to the skin somewhat too when I'm wrapping that, so he can't just slide that bandage off. Because what happens is he slides the bandage off. He doesn't realize he's done it. He has no sensation in his feet at all, but it's that wound is at the very under part of his toe. So if he's walking around the house and stuff and he doesn't have a sock or anything on, it's going to get dirty. So, because it still is open. It's getting smaller, but it still is open. So I have to, like, tape it like a gallon, a bajillion yards of medical tape on this toe, So, because he's going to keep wearing it. So, anything else, hon?
No, sweetie.
That's about it for today. Like I said, I appreciate everybody checking in on us. We're doing okay. You know, a lot of years of hurt, and I just not gonna put up with it anymore. I just can't. I can't. I have to preserve my sense of self, and that I don't deserve to be treated this way, and I'm not gonna allow myself to be treated this way any longer. You know. Because it is emotionally abusive, and obviously, especially my youngest daughter needs counseling, and and she needs to resolve what her internal conflict is with whoever. So, right, hon?
Right, baby.
So anyway, that's all we got to say today. And remember, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. Carol, as soon as Brad's disability comes in, I'm going to get those wax melts to you. I have some that I bought that I don't care for the scent through Scentsy, and I'm passing them on that maybe she'll like them. Because I just, I hate to throw them away, but they're just enough of a floral scent that, Brad and I with asthma can't do. So, anyway, love you guys, and I hope you have a great weekend, and we will talk to you soon. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.